up, everybody? Welcome to Bios3 Raw TV. Today we're going to talk about the smoke and mirrors that is the fitness industry, or the bodybuilding industry, or bodybuilding in general. And the reason why I'm talking about this is I had a individual post on one of my comment sections in one of my videos, and he said, well, I do really well on the national level. I'm top 2 in national level, and I do IFOM, which he missed the point of the whole fucking video altogether. It wasn't about IFOM, it was about people being douchebags, poking at other people and starting fights because they eat fucking waffles and shit. But beyond that, I told him, well, let's see these pictures of who you've beat and what you look like. Now, some people will make the statements about their accomplishments, and they will bend the truth a little bit, and they will manipulate things to get people to see things a certain way. This is very common in the fitness industry. Now, you got people talking about, you know, how well they're placing at competitions. Now, people ask me, what is my what do I feel is my favorite or best thing that I ever did in bodybuilding? I say it was 4th place in Pittsburgh in 2009. And they're like, 4th place, but you didn't win. Doesn't matter. The concept of competition to me and to be successful is to go against people that are just as good, if not better than you, okay? And outdo them. Now, in a class, I think it was 19 guys in the class, I got 4th. I was the lightest guy in that class at 199 pounds. Condition-wise, it held me over. Posing-wise, it held me over. Symmetry-wise, it held me over. And the competition was deep. It's a deep competition. Pittsburgh is one of the best in the country. It's Jim Manion show. It's where people come to be seen by the pros, by the magazines, all this stuff. And to walk away with 4th place, which most people are not even going to place top 10, that are, even fairly good as a bodybuilder, to walk away with that 4th place trophy, that's my biggest victory. People are like, well, but you look so much better in the Maryland or whatever. Well, technically, I didn't look much better, okay? What happened was I was standing next to guys that were not as good. It made me look better, okay? Although, you're only as good as who you stand next to in competition, okay? So 2nd place at the Maryland after dieting for only 3 weeks. Yes, that's an accomplishment. 3 weeks before the Maryland, I decided, hey, I'm going to do the show. And I walked in and I barely lost. But there was still one guy better than me there. He probably dieted more than 3 weeks. But the bottom line was, I could walk around saying, I don't need any more than 3 weeks to diet, and I can place well in competition and qualify for nationals. Technically, that's true. But really, what did I accomplish? The people I beat weren't any good. It doesn't fucking matter. So, it all depends on, it doesn't make any sense to me. So many people out there go, I'm placing well, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. There are small federations, okay? And I'm not going to say any names, but I've been to shows that are small fucking federations with like 40 to 35 to 40 people in the whole fucking show, okay? That's nothing, like 2 or 3 people in a class. Odds are, out of 2 or 3 people, you're not going to have 2 or 3 that look phenomenal. You're going to have 1 that may look phenomenal, 1 that may look okay, or maybe all 3 of them look like shit. And it's a pro qualifier. Okay? You got guys and girls that are turning pro who don't look like they should even fucking step on a stage because of the size of the fucking competitions and the quality of the competitions. Now that person goes on Facebook and puts so-and-so pro bodybuilder, pro fucking physique, pro figure, pro whatever, and people go, holy shit, they're pro, I should listen to them. They didn't even fucking know what they were doing. They didn't have the fucking poses right, their tan was off, there's nothing professional about them whatsoever. However, they can write professional because they won it at this little podunk fucking competition in the middle of nowhere. And this happens all the time. We see it all the time. I feel that if you walk into a competition, okay, and test your mettle, don't be a fucking pussy. You really want to do this sport. It's a sport of egos. It's a sport of getting better. It's a sport of testing yourself. Jump into that fucking water of a real show. 19 to 25. There was 27 or 25 guys, I think, in the biggest class that I was ever in. And I placed top 5 out of that 25. Out of that 25, there were about 10 that were fucking really good. The rest of them, it varied from person to person how good they were. But the bottom line is, you're not fucking beating anybody by going to these little ass fucking shows. And I see some of these guys on YouTube winning shows. There's 4 guys in the fucking class. And they walk around going, I won. Bro, you won because there was nobody in the fucking show. And you still can't even fucking turn pro after that. So what are you doing? And these guys do it for like a year or 2. Fuck, anybody can hit a couple competitions and look okay. Try that shit year after year after fucking year. Make improvements to your physique. Improve your fucking weak points. Get bigger. Change weight classes. Do these things that a sport are really about. And then come back to me and talk shit. Okay, because all I'm hearing is a bunch of people doing this, and you got a bunch of fucking photos on Instagram that are photoshopped to fuck or filtered to fuck, where people go, wow, they look phenomenal. They don't make fucking videos. They don't do anything other than fucking put their shit on Facebook and and Instagram, which is easy to fucking lie with that. They go to these little podunk fucking middle of nowhere shows and place well, and then talk about how fucking great they are, and people buy into it. And then they come up and go, well, Jerry, what about this guy? What about that guy? He beat 2 guys in his entire fucking life, and those guys looked like shit. He didn't look that good, and he photoshops the shit out of everything else. Who is he? He's nobody. What the fuck? You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense to me how these people, everybody tries to carve out a niche for themselves. They try to carve their spot in the fitness industry, in bodybuilding, and they always want to say that they know, and they do this, and they do that. Let me tell you something, motherfuckers. If you were really worth knowing who you were, we would know who the fuck you were. You wouldn't have to say something. You'd be in fucking magazines. You'd be on fucking ads. You would be somebody. But what's happening is you're having to pop up and tell us how fucking great you are. Great people don't fucking tell you how great they are. You already know how great they are. That's how it works. So be aware, guys. There's a lot of people that, although technically what they're saying is true, it's not really the truth. It's bending the truth to tell you a story, to give you an image of them, to sell you an image, or to make themselves feel better, because not all this is about money. Sometimes it's not about money. Sometimes it's about ego. Sometimes it's about just being a douchebag in general, because let's face facts. This sport, like any other sport or anything else, breeds douchebags, and there's going to be assholes that are involved in it. But just because someone says something doesn't make it true. Go back and look at the pictures. Go back and find out more about the person. Dig a little bit deeper other than a couple pictures that could have been completely filtered up like crazy with a free app you get on your phone. And then think about who you're listening for advice to. Just think about it like that. Biowestertraining@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but don't fight. www.biowestertraining.com is a blog, and where it's the Smoke and Mirrors bicep, and we're out.